So the first Pokemon game I ever played was Pokemon Emerald, which because of the title, you will think I won, but that's not the game I'm talking about, which you would soon realize as you watch. I don't necessarily play Pokemon to be the president slash champion, it just seemed like too much work. I play for the following reasons. Number one, to make new friends with the creatures cause it's lonely being a 10-year-old with your mom cause your dad only focused on work. In the game. Duh. Number 2, to catch the Gyarados. Number 3, have an adventure, for example, beating the bad guys and your leader and catching a legendary because Arceus knows I worked too hard for this. And finally, number 4, the gym badges. Beating someone and having something physical to show for your achievements is pretty cool. Like when I went to the 7th gym in Pokemon Diamond because I knew Barry didn't have the gym badge and I put it in his face after he was beat by Jupiter. Haha, I have 7 and you have 6. And isn't it crazy how I finished Heart Gold and then Jaden posted the Heart Gold Nuzlocke afterwards? After that, I was like, my turn. And I forgot some parts because I played Diamond right after this, which is a whole other story. So this is how I won my first Pokemon game in Pokemon Heart Gold. So on my 10th birthday, I think, I wake up. I'm finally 10 years old. It's time to be the breadwinner of my family because my dad went to get milk and hasn't been back for 5 years. Which means it's my turn to go. My mom tells me to go get a Pokemon from Elm and finally make money. What kind of name is Elm? Haven't even had cereal yet. I go and he tells me to pick from the 3 who will become my best friend for life. This is the point in time where I started to actually get serious about the game, but not too serious to not have fun. So knowing fire types are quite rare, also he was a blue fire type, I picked Cyndaquil, and we went on our adventure. After receiving my starter, I do the second thing I do. Look for flying types. I look to my right and see a guy looking through Elm's window. He pushes me, calls me a nerd, and continues looking at the Pokemon. Well, he's not wrong. I picked up Pidgey and continued to catch Caterpie, Hootooth, and Spinarak. I wanted more variety, but it's okay. I get an egg when Professor Elm calls that someone punched him in the face and stole a Pokemon. So I'm off to go help him out. Some boss music plays and Knuckles the Hedgehog's twin brother shows up. He tells me he hates milk because he's lactose intolerant. I get mad, beat him up, and he tells me I'm not good enough, which makes no sense because I just beat him up. And drops his Harvard student ID. And he kinda looked like a nerd, so I think he's cosplaying. He says he's not a nerd, runs away. Yeah, right. And I go home, and Elm is sad that a Pokemon who has no place in the story is gone. Okay, weirdo. And the police tries to arrest me, but Lyra, my childhood friend, stops him, and I tell what I saw. Told him the guy's name is Bakugo and continue on my journey. I stumble into the ruins of Alph, solve 2 puzzles that hasn't been solved for like 1,000 years. Okay. I went underground and caught a ton of Unown, but one stuck out to me, and that one was the E-shaped one, which I immediately made following me around. Sorry, Cyndaquil. After I caught a Whipper, the game glitched and went to my last save, which means no Whooper for me. I went to find a Whooper again, but caught Hoppip and Mareep instead, so now Hootooth and Caterpie were in the box. We beat the flying and bug type gyms and continued. Yes, badges. The bug gym was a bit hard because of his Skyther, but like the flying type one, Cyndaquil won MVP. We beat Bakugo again and moved on. On the way to Goldenrod, I caught an Onyx and Drowsy, so I wanted to crack that egg. I put it in my party and went back to the ruin to catch the rest of the Unown. Then the egg hatched, and now I have a little brother named Togepi at level 1, who I put it in daycare while I take on the gym. So my team are now recently evolved Quilava, Pidgey, Onyx, Unown, Hoppip, and Mareep. Good team. Apparently not. While fighting the gym leader, Unown took out the first Pokemon with ease, but the last one, you know, that the cow kept spamming Momo milk. How come she gets the milk? So I dropped Hoppip and brought Rattata, and got my 3rd gym badge. After that, I took Togepi from the daycare, who's now up to par with the rest of the team, and dropped Rattata. On the way to the next town, I caught a male and female Nidoran,
which I didn't know evolved into amazing Pokemon, but were put in the box. So we poured water on the strange tree, which surprise was a Pokemon I caught. So replacing my Reap was Sudowoodo. So after getting to Ekritik, we caught a Taurus, which went to the box. We beat Morty and Bakugo, scare off legendaries, which I don't think they know about their power, and find a Silicon Simp. Went to Olivine, jumped down the lighthouse like a boss, beat everyone, and was told to get medicine for an Ampharos. KK. I fished for a water type and got a level 20 Magikarp. Perfect. Gave it a rare candy and now I have a Gyarados. Did I mention Pidgey evolved? Oh well. On my way to Cianwood, I found a Tentacruel. So now it's Quilava, Pidgeotto, Togepi, Sudowoodo, Tentacruel, and Gyarados. Now that's a squad. I was gifted a Shuckle, got the medicine, beat the gym leader with a little difficulty, and flew back to Olivine. I beat the Steel type gym because they respect me for healing their Ampharos, so no gym trainers, and easily, with Quilava, defeated the Steel type gym. Do you not see my friend over here? Do you not have any respect for yours? Also, I forgot to mention Team Rocket tried to cut Slowpoke tails for money, so I beat him up. I caught a shiny Gyarados at the Lake of Rage, and since my Gyarados was 3 levels under, I replaced him. Then realized I had 2 Gyarados and put Sudowoodo in the box. Lance commits murder and we defeat Team Rocket again. Beat Team Rocket at Goldenrod and beat their leader who surprisingly wasn't after the legendary. I beat the last gym, talked to Claire's grandpa so I can get my gym badge and finally relax. After relaxing, I fought 5 evolutions and by hula dancing, I finally get my legendary. Should have played Soul Silver. I walked around flexing Ho-Ho, which removed Pidgeotto from my team, which stung a little. I decided to actually win the game. On the way to Victory Road, I caught a Sandslash, and Victory Road, I caught Donphan. So this is my final team. Typhlosion, Tentacruel, Shiny Gyarados, Sandslash, Donphan, and Ho-Ho. On the way out, I ran into Bakugo for the last time. It was tough, but Sandslash with Sandstorm and Tentacruel were MVPs. So we came out of Victory Road and we're gonna fight the Elite Four. I wanted to grind a little, but Daniel told me he wanted to see the Elite Four, so I stocked up on supplies and actually got to the champion and saved the game, as we do. So it started with Sandslash with Sandstorm and Tentacruel, and Gyarados took out as much as they could. And while Gyarados was fighting the large Dragonite, it ran out of PP on its favorite move. So Gyarados had the chance to pull a Surf and crit one-shot it. After I thought Charizard was level 70, he was 47, so Donphan and Ho-Ho took it out. And that's how I won to get the confidence to defeat Cynthia. But that's a story for another day. Thanks for watching, and Happy New Year.